first morning on Norfolk Island. I slept in a little bit because getting up at 4 something a.m. yesterday, catching a plane and doing all of that really wears me out. So I thought, you know what, today I'm going to take it easy. I'm just going to sleep in, come up to a lookout, and then chill on the beach, because I'm praying that the sun comes out just that little bit more. It's just cold up here because obviously top of a mountain, wind coming from all directions. But yesterday was really lovely. Obviously we arrived, we chilled for a little bit in the Airbnb. I kind of just journaled and settled in a little bit. I like to unpack just enough that I feel like I'm comfortable at home, but not so much so that come in a week time I have to pack everything up and dread the day. But Dad took me out to the lookout that I am at right now, and then showed me to a beach and then another lookout on the other side of the island, just so I could be a little bit more familiar, because I'm driving around here and there which I love. I don't know if I said this, but everyone waves. There's like the Norfolk wave, that's literally what it's called, and you got to do like a little finger, a little hey, you gotta do something. You gotta be respectful to everyone that's on the roads. But I got my friends up here, the chickens. I also spoke to a local. He came over and started talking to me, and I was like, he's like, yeah, I'm traveling, and I was like, from Australia? And he goes, yeah, obviously. I'm like, yeah, sorry, I forget that I am still kind of technically in Australia. But, oh, it's so beautiful. Like, you seriously, you look out on this side and it's all like this gorgeous blue water, and you look out here and then there's more of like a dark grey. It's so pretty. And I find a little hike that I was not aware of. My dad told me that if I had the chance to climb up this hill, do it. And I was like, okay. It's called Flagstaff Hill, and it said an hour return, and I was like, okay, I'm not really bringing anything. I've got my camera and my phone, let's see how we go. Yeah, I climbed it in like 12 minutes. I was like, okay, 30-minute return maybe. But that does not mean that the walk is beautiful or the view is beautiful. Like, just look at that. That is crazy. Just seeing it all. Like, I know I've seen the reserve so many times, but I still find it beautiful. Good morning. It is my second full day on the island, and I've decided to go for a walk on the other side. This grass is very long. Kind of like, I don't know if there's snakes. Anyone know if there's snakes on Norfolk Island? Don't know if I should walk on a road. This is less long grass. Okay, we're fine. So, good morning. It is Friday, and my plan today is quite simple. It is walk, literally, it is walk the 100-acre reserve, and then there's a couple of lookouts, or kind of just everything's a lookout in all honesty. No matter where you turn, there's a beautiful view. My plan is to literally just walk, get my steps up, and then I might head to Bombara Beach and go for a little swim depending upon the weather. Worst case scenario, just have a little seat. I've woken up on Norfolk Island. It is currently 6:15 and the first light is just appearing over the hill just behind me. Holy moly. I said I have to get up for at least one sunrise. I might get up for a few more because it wasn't too bad and it's not as cold as it was in New Zealand. And I get to now watch the sunrise happen at Queen Elizabeth's Lookout. Looking down the hill, and then I was like, you know what, I feel like down there would be a little bit better. So I ended up going, this is called Cemetery Bay, because it's a cemetery right behind me. And I love this, being right on the water. Start the day off with, I'd say. This is stunning. I think over there was the first side that I saw of Norfolk when I was flying in. I have a feeling that was it. And now I'm ducking down and seeing, that was my first view of Norfolk, and then I've got Birtle Rock over yonder, which I'm gonna go maybe walk over. I haven't actually got my stuff on me, it's in the car, but I might have a look. I've had a good few hours just kind of recharging the battery at home. Well, at accommodation. I always call my accommodation home no matter where I am. Bit of a habit, but not a bad habit, I feel like. I decided, you know what, I haven't gotten my 10,000 steps for the day, so I've come out for a walk. I'm walking along Slaughter Bay and then to the pier. Of course, whenever I try to go for a walk, it's always a little rainy, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm really glad that I wore the hoodie though, so I can just pop the hood up. Probably would have been smarter if I brought my rain jacket / windbreaker, but it's pretty light. I like to be. It is another day on Norfolk Island. I swear I have not been recording a lot because I'm kind of just really taking it easy and taking it day by day. But yesterday was beautiful. Dad and I explored a lot actually. I went swimming in the ocean for the first time in such a long time, and we even brought out he had his goggles and I borrowed there's like some snorkel gear from the accommodation, that's what I'm looking for. So I brought the goggles out so I could actually kind of duck down and swim with some of the fishies, which was so beautiful. I don't know what type of fish it was, but it was stunning. It was like this green and purple fish that was swimming right up close to us. It was swimming for like a solid hour and a half because the sun was out. It was gorgeous. And there's a nice little platoon in the middle of the water, so you just kind of sat on there for a little bit. I did some flips off it, which was really fun. And then we went and explored. We went to Anson's Bay, found the way down, which is kind of like hidden unless you know about it.